Hello, it's Sunday again. I have tried to convince many of my channel viewers, some of them at least, that I'm not very good at singing. Now, I should really get into that part. I'm not only bad at it, I'm totally tone deaf. And I am so tone deaf that it really is very bad. We should probably get back to where it all started. I didn't notice how bad I was. My first experience of music is way mid-60s, I suppose, and it's Beatles, of course. It was a tune called She Loves You. I had no idea there was a language called English. But we were neighbors with a couple where the wife, I think, was English, so their daughters were talking English as well. My tiny brother was, well, I suppose he was 5 years old, played with one of the daughters. I think her name was Megan. I'm not totally sure about that. And at one time they were listening to and dancing to a tune called She Loves You when me and my father came to fetch him. And my father disliked that music from the word get-go. He had probably heard it before, but for me it was a revelation. It was, well, I shouldn't say heaven sent, but it felt like finally something that I directly could take to my heart. Now, as we weren't that good at English, the text became yabba yeah yeah instead of She Loves You yeah yeah, because we couldn't do any English. At that time it was record players, and we couldn't record much. And I have always been talking about my 20 years back and forth, and this is one of them. Back in start of 70s, those big tape recorders came, you know, the big rolls. And my brother got one of those, a Philips, actually a very good one. And he recorded from the big radio shows at the time in Sweden, 10 Top, 10 in Top, and Kvällstopp and the Evening Top. There were playlists that showed us the latest music, and I was so into both Beatles since 5-6 years back, but also what I call middle of the road pop, that mainstream pop that was easy to listen to, and I liked it a lot. I started to record on my brother's tape recorder for me on tapes that I had bought, but I didn't have any tape recorder myself, so I couldn't play them up again. And I realized back then, this is 71 or something, that I can't hear the difference between mono and stereo. No, I can't. I really can't. If you play something for me, if it goes in both ears, it is in both ears. So to me it's always stereo. If you play one channel in one ear and nothing in the other one, I still say it's stereo, because it's all the noise is coming in there. There's nothing you can do about it. My brother, however, was on the other end of the scale. It occurred. So he showed me by his fantastic machines that he had, that he could channel out 4 channels of music. So you could have the drums and the bass, and well, he could make them sound different. But every time he did that, I said, well, it's not the same thing. I can't hear which tune it is. I need to have it all or nothing, because I can't. For me, a song is everything in it. You can't remove anything just because you want to prove a point or prove it's stereo or something like that. I think it was Supertramp's The School. Very good tune, actually. I really like it. And yes, I knew what he was talking about, but I couldn't hear it. And he couldn't understand that I couldn't hear it. Yeah. And this has been going on all the time. Back in 75, 76, I started to buy records, but I didn't have any record player. And then we had cassettes, those compact cassettes. I bought a lot of cassettes, but I didn't have any cassette recorder. And then there were CD records. I got a whole lot of CD records, but I didn't have a CD player. Because that has nothing to do with it. And nowadays, when everyone is going on Spotify, I'm recording MP3s from YouTube with Audacity. I don't need Spotify. Why should I use Spotify? Or if I'm listening to any of the internet radios, I'm using Audacity on my XP. I can't use it on Windows 7 to record. Because it's the tune I'm after, not the sound, not the audio behind it. Because I can't hear the difference anyway. So when I hear a tune that I like, I don't bother if it's disrupted with I don't know, dissonance and noise or anything. Because I can't hear that. I can only hear the tune. If I like it, I like the whole of it that I hear. That has been a problem sometimes. If I hear a tune badly recorded and like it, and then I hear the same tune good recorded, even on a record or something, I hear a big difference, and I don't like the second version. And everyone's looking at me and said, "You're crazy. You're totally crazy. You can hear. This is much better. You can hear it." No, I like my original. That's the original for me. And yes, I have my brain is telling me that I should go with the flow at least. But no, I can't hear it. I am totally tone deaf. I am probably the most tone deaf person in the whole world. And yes, I should not sing. If I can't even hear the difference between mono and stereo. No, don't make me sing, please. Thanks for listening. Bye.